girl Queemie Jones, live back in the flesh, putting on shea butter because we don't do ash around here. Yo, people struggling out here. They having this bald-headed, holiday season is happening, and they don't know what they need to have as seasonings to start up. Okay, and that's a problem because at the end of the day, we are tired of having conversations, and I say we, I mean me. I'm tired of having conversations with people asking me what I do to make my food taste good, and I have to tell them it's just basic. It's basic stuff, honey. It's really basic. So what I have to tell you is hella simple. It's 5 basic seasonings. Five basic seasonings. Now you're gonna hear some stuff in the background. Hold on. Potatoes boiling. I'm up here making mashed potatoes and lamb and some green beans for the family, but it should be more exciting. So 5 basic seasonings. Now don't come for me in the comments talking about some Queemie, you said it's 5 but you got 6. No, honey, if you have a married couple's seasoning such as salt and pepper, then you'll understand that they're one. They go and be paired up and they go have fun. Period. Don't you ever get it messed up. Don't get delirious. I season my meat, my proteins with salt and pepper in the beginning before I even hit my recipe up, because I believe that if you soak and penetrate, you'll be more motivated in actually having a better meal. I'm just joking. But really, salt and penetration are friends. So once you get this like all alleviated in the muscles and get them connected, girl, it's like it's tenderizing and flavoring at the same time. And pepper just be like, I'm just a little spice in your life, just to set it off, just a little bit. So I pair these together, salt and pepper. They're married, they go together, they love each other, and we season with one another. That's how I want to be married. I want to season with my man. I do. Alright, so your mama, their mama, and your cousin too, and everybody you know who is a part of the Pan-African experience got some level of seasoned salt. Shoot, every culture pretty much got their own seasoned salt. Now this is the dollar store brand. Alright. Well, it's not even really the dollar store brand. It's my seasoned salt in the dollar store branded container because I'm too cheap to buy my own containers. But once upon a time, this was a dollar store brand seasoned salt. I love the dollar store. I do. It usually is the pinnacle of every household that I know. Something to just to flare your food out when you're making stews and soup. You put this on there, you be like, oh, okay, I see you. You put this in your freaking meatloaf. Yes, it freaking meatloaf. Freaking meatloaf. And you see a difference. Now you might know your name brand, but this right here just set it off to bring what you look for. Now I got more stuff in mind because I like to just have mine covered. But usually name brands have salt, MSG, onion powder, paprika, garlic powder, and an anti-caking agent. That's really just to keep it from caking up, the anti-caking. And it's just going to allow your food experience to be a little bit more enhanced. Okay, so your recipe might not call for seasoned salt, but this is what you need to enhance your food. And if you've ever made something out of package, seasoned salt. Queemie season is coming. I'll show you how to make your own seasoned salt when you run out, because usually everybody has those ingredients at home. So watch. Now, onion powder, I have fresh and dry onion powder. Well, okay. Onion itself is a part of the whole trinity. Onion powder is only here because I always like to have an alternative just in case, you know, my first hand can't come in. And honestly, sometimes recipe calls for both. So I like to have my own hand for both. Okay, own hand for both. Holy Trinity: celery, onions, bell pepper. You got that live in your refrigerator. Onion powder for when you need a blend to be made. Your own little seasoning blend, your little specific blend. You okay? Just know that. So keep this on hand. You'll be able to make blends. You'll be able to add it to your recipe. Whatever you need to do. But just know also, if you ain't got fresh onion, you got the powder. Now, garlic is the most basic of the basic. If apocalypse happen, I'm gonna grow me some garlic. Just make sure my flavor is still there. Again, with the fresh and with the powder. We do fresh and powder over here, okay? We might need both. We might need one, we might need both. But it's not about no fresh stuff today. It's about that dry. And again, we support wet around here, honey. BADIA, okay? BADIA, we support you because you are awesome. You are cost effective. And I love you because you are found pretty much everywhere. But for me, I honestly feel like that garlic powder is necessary because I like to have a little accent of something else in my food besides just the basic salt, pepper experience. You need to be innovative. You have yourself a combo sometimes of garlic and onion powder both. Garlic powder is a must in everybody's kitchen. So is onion powder. These two powders are supposed to be here. Okay, they were meant for you and me. Don't you ever get it messed up. They're necessary. Okay, must, all right? You might be wondering why I'm putting out this bag, right? What am I putting out this Queemie pepper? A hot sauce in it. Sriracha to be specific. And I would thank you to little man in California who always understands that it's the year of the roaster. This is my favorite hot sauce. Everybody needs to have their favorite hot sauce in their cabinet, period. Everybody needs to have their own hot sauce in their cabinet. Now, we all know what Beyonce said, hot sauce in my bag, swag. But we're going to talk about the cabinet and how it needs to have that in there too. Now, whichever yours is, you need to make sure it's vinegar based because this is used on so many things. You can put this as a marinade, you can put it on top of something, and you could put it on the side. All right, multi-purpose this Sriracha is. Now your hot sauce might be multi-purpose for you. I'm not judging your hot sauce. I'm saying Sriracha is mine. I love that. I love how the fact that all these seasonings are a part of me in a way where it's simple, basic, but at hand. And I never go really out of them. And I always am ready to reinforce my cabinets with them. So with that being said, child, my hair started to mess with me. I got me my oil of the week because I am a balancing queen. This is peppermint oil. This has been helping me get through my extra curricular activities that I pursue in my day-to-day, my running, my jogging, my talking, and my anxiety. Whenever I got a headache, I just put this in. And lets me know that the migraines can go somewhere with that little crazy stuff. Bye. Now, I gave you all that so that way you'll be prepared for my next video. All right, when it comes to the food, you better not come rude. I love you, my little Queemites. We out here. My family being too foul. Be quiet in the back, y'all. They fat. They hungry. They freaking hungry. Bye.